Hello, and welcome to this edition of What the Hell Just Happened? The vlog that keeps trying to make sense of the senseless. Why? Because we like you. I'm your host, Martin Ganapola. This week, we begin in Tokyo, Japan, where there's a brand new emperor named Naruhito. So what the hell just happened in Tokyo? Well, naturally, our current president had to rush out there to meet the new emperor. After all, he wanted to see what a real emperor looks like so that he can simulate that look in his mirror back home. But as long as he was there, he also went to a sumo wrestling championship, probably just to see men who have bigger butts than his own. Have to travel a long way to find that, too. He also played golf with Prime Minister Abe and his caddy Oddjob, who kept the president from cheating on the links. Goldfinger? 1964? No? Oh, well. While he was in Japan, the Navy brass realized that the USS John McCain was at anchor in Yokosuka Naval Base, where the disruptor-in-chief was scheduled to give a speech. Oh my God, not the McCain! The crew of the McCain was instructed to cover the ship's name with canvas, and they were not allowed to attend the president's address. How do you spell petty? During the press conference convened at the end of the visit, the president took a moment to verbally embrace his self-confessed Korean love interest, dictator Kim Jong-un. While playing rhetorical smoochy face with the pudgy proliferator of pain, he contradicted public statements by his own national security advisor, John I am the Walrus Bolton, and Secretary of State Mike the Pimp Pompeo, who had both condemned Korean missile tests. He stated that he wasn't at all concerned about the missiles Kim was firing off in violation of UN resolutions. After all, these missiles are short-range and can only hit Japan, Indonesia, Russia, American Samoa. So what's to worry about, right? He continued to lavish sweet nothings on Kim, who it was discovered yesterday to have executed his entire Trump negotiation team. Talk about drain the swamp. If that wasn't enough to make Big Donnie smile, what really tickled the president most was that Kim had described former Vice President Joe Biden as a, quote, fool of low IQ. The president said he agreed with that statement, and Sarah Huckabee Sanders backed it up, saying that the White House and Pyongyang were in total agreement about Biden. Back home, Biden issued a statement calling Mr. Trump's remarks beneath the dignity of the office. He continued saying, quote, to be on foreign soil on Memorial Day and to side repeatedly with a murderous dictator against a fellow American and former vice president speaks for itself, close quote. Couldn't agree with you more, Joe. So that was Monday. On Wednesday, Robert Mueller called his own press conference to announce his resignation from the Department of Justice. I'll just paraphrase his statements for you. My fellow Americans, 2 years ago, your legislature asked me to investigate whether the Russians had interfered with the 2016 presidential election, or if it was just some 400-pound kid on his bed, as one person had suggested. Your Department of Justice gave me broad investigative powers that did not limit the scope of how I used my resources. The limitation I was given was that I could not charge the president with any crime while in office, even if we all know he did it. You read me, guys? You hear me, fellow Republicans? I can't charge the president. Only you in Congress have that power and duty. Anyway, I totally proved Putin manipulated our electoral system in favor of the guy whose ass you kiss on a daily basis. I did give you guys over 24 indictments, many of which resulted in prison sentences. The rest is up to you. I did my duty. Time for you to do yours. And don't screw it up, because I don't want to have to come back here again. Next, we've entered over Georgia, where for over 35 years, one postal carrier has continuously serviced his route of some 500 homes. But a couple of weeks ago, Floyd Martin, the 61-year-old Marietta mailman, announced his retirement. Now, Floyd wasn't your typical mailman. Every day, without fail, he would give lollipops to the local kids, smile and wave to homeowners, check up on families living there. He even brought newspapers to the front doors of elderly residents and doled out cat and dog treats to all the neighborhood pets. Floyd was so beloved that some locals began tweeting about what a great guy he was and how they were going to miss him. And then those tweets got picked up by a local newspaper and then it all went viral. One reader was inspired by a tweeted quote from Floyd about how he had hoped to visit Hawaii at some point. So they started a GoFundMe page to raise money for his Hawaii vacation. Since that was started a week ago, the campaign received over $32,000 in donations from hundreds of people all over the country. It sounds like this Hawaii vacation is going to be epic. Congratulations, Floyd. You've earned it. Thanks for watching this edition of What the Hell Just Happened. Keep your eyes on the prize, and we'll see you later. Bye for now.